afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Friday.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. It's been a good week.
It is. It has been a good
busy week.
It's kind of a bittersweet day today.
Yeah, we'll
us,
talk
though.
about that coming up.
It's Dana's last day.
All right. Topping our news today, the Democratic Senate primary has been whittled down to one clear frontrunner. So what is the state of the race right now? Political reporter Will Keneally explains.
And could assault weapons like those used in several mass shootings recently be banned? The Democrat-led House is leading the charge to do just that.
And it was a butterfly action day at Oberg Gardens. We'll tell you about the largest known insect migration on Earth. But let's take a look outside. Beautiful day. Out for a bike, just about anything you want to do, a run.
Little breeze, not bad.
It's Dana's farewell weather gift.
Going out on a high note.
I love it. I want some sunshine for my last day. Yes, yes, sunny skies right now, and we're expecting sunny skies for this weekend. Hopefully you're able to get out and just enjoy the weather, either downtown Madison or anywhere in southern Wisconsin. It's going to be nice this weekend, very summery. Here's a live look overhead. A few clouds, temperature-wise, in the upper 70s with a light breeze from the northwest. Humidity pretty low at about 43%, so again, it feels pretty comfortable. This Doppler track picture not expected to change much overnight, nor for the next few days, but could see some rain chances building in by the very end of the weekend into the start of next week. Looking ahead to tomorrow, more sunshine, temperatures expected to be pretty seasonable for us in the afternoon. Perhaps just a few degrees warmer for Saturday and Sunday, but we'll look at your weekend forecast and the start of August in just a few minutes. As far as traffic is concerned right now, you'll need the shades for the drive home. We're nice and sunny outside. East and westbound along the Beltline, nice and green in downtown Madison. Thankfully not seeing too many slow and go spots right now. In fact, the interstate also looks smooth through Dane County and through Rock County. Downtown Janesville, all good. Some construction, but no major traffic delays. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, an 18-minute commute. We will take a closer look at your Fulton day in just a few minutes.
Not bad traffic for a Friday.
Not bad at all.
All right, Dana, thank you. The primary field for U.S. Senate narrowed again today, leaving just one major candidate on the ballot.
The state's treasurer, Sarah Godlewski, was one of the last candidates, making it a competitive race.
After dropping out, she endorsed Mandela Barnes. Political reporter Will Keneally explains what this means for the race. Will?
So basically that means Barnes has essentially locked up the Democratic primary and will run against Ron Johnson in the fall. He still faces a handful of challengers on the August ballot, but none of the remaining candidates have polled even close to him. This was a fast-moving week for Barnes, with all three of his major competitors dropping out to endorse him, including now today Sarah Godlewski. Barnes thanked her for her endorsement.
How much I appreciate. Nothing about this was easy for anybody who got in the race, and I do think that primaries ultimately make candidates stronger. I'm proud to have even been in this race with you. I think ultimately it has made me a better candidate as we've grown over this last year.
So with Barnes now likely to face Ron Johnson in the fall, Johnson called out the move today. He said it was the power brokers of the Democratic Party clearing the way for a far radical left candidate. This will certainly shape the race going forward. We'll have more on what that might look like coming up at 5.
We will see you at 5, Will. Thank you. A bipartisan bill to boost microchip manufacturing in the U.S. is now headed to the president's desk for a signature. The $280 billion package is aimed at addressing supply chain snags that have been exacerbated by the pandemic. It's a shortage that's impacted everything from cars to essential electronics. In an effort to supercharge the nation's semiconductor industry, Congress passed a bill aimed at boosting chip production in the United States. The CHIPS and Science Act includes around $52 billion in subsidies for U.S. companies producing computer chips and $24 billion in tax credits for new manufacturing facilities, as well as tens of billions of dollars to fund research and development.
You'll return America to world leader status in semiconductor production and power American science and research for generations to come.
Well, the bill passed both the Senate and the House with bipartisan support. Republicans were divided, with some saying it doesn't go far enough to prevent investment in China and calling it corporate welfare. But supporters and the Biden administration say the bill is critical to compete with other countries and ultimately drive down prices.
The death toll from the catastrophic flooding in Kentucky has risen to 16, including children, and state officials expect that number to climb with more rain expected. Severe weather also caused flooding in other parts of the country from Mississippi to Arizona. Officials in Kentucky say it'll take time to assess the devastation caused by the massive flooding in the eastern part of the state. And with more rain, flooding is likely, and the death toll is expected to rise.
Keep praying. There's still a lot of people out there, still a lot of people unaccounted for. We're going to do our best to find them all.
The Kentucky National Guard tweeted out photos of a flight crew headed to the area with food and water as rescue crews continue to search for stranded and missing. Federal emergency officials urged people in the area to listen to evacuation orders. Entire communities are submerged. Some homes floated away. Heavy rains also set off massive flooding in parts of Missouri. In Apache Junction, Arizona, the rain came down so fast, floodwaters swept cars away. Democratic leaders say they are optimistic the House will pass a bill banning assault weapons for the first time in nearly 3 decades.
Renewed interest in banning military-style assault rifles comes after several back-to-back deadly mass shootings.
If passed, the bill goes to the Senate, where it's expected to fail. Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Capitol Hill.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the full House will vote today on an assault weapons ban.
I'm excited today because for a long time now I have wanted to reinstate the assault weapon ban.
It comes nearly 2 decades after the last assault weapons ban of 1994 expired. House Democrats have seized on the issue following a series of tragic mass shootings.
We've turned our churches, our schools, our shopping centers, our entertainment venues, almost any place, into a battleground.
This bill would do little to prevent the mass shootings or the crime they're saying that it would.
But Republicans have accused them of playing politics, especially since the bill is not expected to pass the evenly divided U.S. Senate.
This is yet another attempt from the left to strip law-abiding citizens of their Second Amendment rights.
House Democrats had hoped to link the assault weapons ban with other public safety bills, including funding for police. But Speaker Pelosi says those votes will take place mid-August. Overnight, the Congressional Black Caucus and a small group of House moderates reached an agreement on terms for the police funding measures, but they'll continue to negotiate until they can craft final legislation.
We've been flooded with so many bills that people have, so we need to, shall we say, we have to have the bandwidth to deal with all of them.
Speaker Pelosi says she's hopeful the House can also vote in August on the Senate Democrats' reconciliation bill, which intends to fight inflation and lower prescription drug costs. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And earlier this week, the House Oversight Committee held an emotional hearing where executive gun manufacturers said they should not be held responsible for recent mass shootings.
Ahead of that hearing, committee Democrats released a memo showing that gun makers have made more than $1 billion over the past decade from the sale of assault-style weapons. On a much lighter note, the first indoor space in Madison entirely dedicated to pickleball is set to have its grand opening on Monday. The business started from a Madison restaurant owner who fell in love with the game and wants others to give it a try. Pickle Pro Courts has been welcoming a small set of people for about a month, getting ready for the full opening next week. They're seeing a lot of success as people try to escape the heat outdoors and play some ball inside. Pickleball is regarded as the fastest growing sport in the country right now. The players we spoke with say that's because everyone can enjoy the game.
It's taken off, and the youngers are playing with the older people and just loving it. I've had double knee surgery. I'm still on the court. 90-year-olds are on the court. It's just an awesome sport.
A big part of the draw of this new facility is the building itself. Tonight at 6, we'll explain what a difference it will make for players in the area.
Why is it called pickleball?
That's a really good question.
Are there pickles?
I love it. I don't know. Okay, someone will email us.
All right. All right. Today was Butterfly Action Day at Old Gardens. Interactive displays focused on monarch butterflies, highlighting what people can do to help the population. It's in the middle of the blooming season for butterfly. It's in the Blooming Butterflies exhibit at the garden.
It's our 3-week exhibit here in the Bowles Conservatory, where we celebrate butterflies of the United States.
Monarchs make one of the longest known insect migrations on Earth, and everyone can make a difference in supporting their spectacular journey. If you want more information on the butterfly situation, we have stories at channel3000.com.
Named after the owner's dog.
The guy who invented the game's dog was named Pickles.
Thank you. Now we know.
I love Pickles. I never played it, though.
Oh, you'd love it. We're going to play it.
I guess we got to move along.
Yes.
Did you buy a lottery ticket for tonight's $1 billion drawing?
Well, is there a way to increase your odds of winning? That's what everybody wants to know. We'll talk with a local expert about that when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Black Friday appliance deals in July have been extended. Save up to 60% off appliances. Doorbuster microwave, just $39.95. Plus guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock appliances. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
How is it still playing?
Aspirin arthritis, full prescription strength, reduces inflammation. Don't touch my piano.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco and Sunday. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better for that I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
Through August 14th, try your first facial and get a free enhancement plus 20% off select skincare products. Terms apply. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
When we make decisions to better ourselves, we can better the forest too, like using products made from paper. Because paper companies work with America's private forest landowners to grow and maintain forests at a rate nearly double the volume needed to make the paper and packaging you rely on every day. So whether you're journaling, hydrating, or refueling, do it with paper. And know that your choices help our forests flourish.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Black Friday deals in July have been extended at Ashley. It's your last chance to save up to 60% off doorbusters, plus 60-month special financing, no minimum purchase, and no money down on in-stock items. Don't miss the best Black Friday deals, only at Ashley.
Well, stocks surged into the weekend. The Dow Industrials gained 315 points, ending the week at 32,845. The Nasdaq added 228 points, and the S&P 500 was up 57, gaining 9% in July, its best month since November of 2020.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Lottery fever is also taking all over the U.S.
The jackpot in tonight's Mega Millions drawing has crossed the $1 billion mark. As of this morning, the jackpot rose to $1.2 billion and climbing. The jackpot has been growing since April 15th. That is 29 draws without a winner. And if you happen to be a lucky winner,
protect that ticket. That's literally $1 billion on a piece of paper.
Winners can opt for 29 annual annuity payments or take a lump sum payout. And remember, Uncle Sam takes 24% right off the top.
A quarter?
Yeah. And now here's some more bad news. Just as staggering as the jackpot, unfortunately, are your odds of winning. It's 1 in 302 million.
But are there things you can do to increase your chances of winning?
Yeah, hope stays alive.
Laura Elbert, professor at the UW-Madison College of Engineering. She's an expert on mathematical modeling and analytics.
Hi, Laura. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So is there any way to increase that 1 in 302 million?
Unfortunately, no. That's the bad news. The jackpot goes up. Everything else is just as bleak.
So if you buy 2 tickets, your odds are the same?
Well, you know, you have 2 chances to win versus 1 chance of winning. So you can go up if you buy more tickets.
Well, put 1 in 302 million in perspective for us. What are those odds? What's like?
It's very rare. It's a very unlikely event. You're more likely to be struck by lightning, to be attacked by a bear, to be bit by a shark, you name it. Most rare events are more common. And it's also worth noting that the jackpot goes up, but none of the intermediate prize payoffs are going up if you match some of the numbers. So it doesn't really offer a lot in terms of a financial payout for the average player.
And, you know, a lot of people, I don't play the lottery unless it's over $500 million. I mean, that's ridiculous, right?
5 million isn't enough?
Yeah, exactly. But the people, this sort of builds on itself.
Absolutely. There's more tickets sold when the jackpot goes up, so there's more likely to be a winner and multiple winners. And it also offers some entertainment value. For a $2 ticket, the entertainment value can be enough for the average player. But if you buy more tickets, you're probably not going to get more entertainment value. You'll just lose some money on some extra tickets.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. With odds like this, I mean, is it even worth it? Aren't you just kind of wasting your money? Although somebody's got to win it, right?
Somebody has to win it. It's probably not going to be you or I. And, you know, when you buy a ticket, you also have to maybe wait in a long line to get that ticket because so many people are purchasing tickets. And, you know, time is valuable.
Does it help at all if you have a big group, say 50, 60 people at work that all chip in?
Yes, that can increase your odds and it can increase the entertainment value. But if somebody happens to win, that might get a little dicey if you don't have a good agreement ahead of time.
It's always amazing to me, though, that nobody has won to this point.
29
with all the tickets that people are purchasing.
I bet tonight's the night.
What do you think? What do you think, Laura? Do you think tonight's the night?
I think it's likely. There's a lot of publicity for this event, and somebody's probably going to win.
There's just so many tickets being bought. All right, Laura, did you buy a ticket?
I've never bought a ticket, and I'm not going to start tonight.
All right. We'll see you later, then.
Always good to see you, Laura. Thanks so much.
Still to come at 4, a heart attack can happen to anyone at any time.
It happened to former News 3 Now sports director Jay Wilson. I'll share his story and his lessons learned coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
A night of great music is coming your way with Colt Ford and the Lax. August 14th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation. Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Your mission, stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis
or active psoriatic arthritis
and take it on with Rinvoq.
Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that tackles pain, stiffness, swelling.
For some, Rinvoq significantly reduces RA and PSA fatigue. It can stop irreversible joint damage.
And Rinvoq can leave skin clear or almost clear in PSA. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Ask your rheumatologist about Rinvoq Relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Rinvoq.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as lieutenant governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
A night of great music is coming your way with Colt Ford and the Lax. August 14th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
Well, take a look at this. A giant 3D dog appears on digital screens in downtown Tokyo today, catching the attention of pedestrians as it leaps across electronic billboards to catch a Frisbee. The dog, an Akita, appears once an hour on 8 separate screens. The installation comes after a 3D cat created by a different company went viral last year. HIT, by the way, is a billboard advertising company. This busy crossing has a landmark in the form of a statue of a dog named Hachiko. The Akita is remembered for his loyalty as he sat outside the nearby station every day for nearly a year after his owner's death, waiting for him to return.
How cute. That is incredible.
I was telling you, wait till you see this.
It goes on 8 different screens. So the dog moves on 8 different, catches the Frisbee.
Where's the Frisbee come from?
It's all one. Oh my gosh, Mark.
I know.
No, it's really cool.
I know.
That is cool, really cool. It is really cool.
Well, on that note, I was going to say goodbye to you, but I guess we will anyway.
You don't have to.
We've had a lot of fun.
It has been fun.
Today is Dana's last day with us.
So let's take a look at some of your fun times.
Shenanigans.
All right, it's that time of the week. 3, 2, 1, it's Friday!
Oh, there she is.
Perfect.
Guest star.
Perfect placement.
And can I just say, you're a phenomenal meteorologist, but I have so much fun working with you, so...
There's other garbage and like ends and pillows. There's stuff. All right, so we're looking at, when I walked out and I saw the McDonald's bag, I definitely thought it was Gary's. This is usually what he comes into the newsroom carrying, but now it smells like McDonald's in here.
It does.
It smells great.
Are they warm?
No.
No. Dana's been super busy today, and she needed something quick to eat. She walks in with an entire bowl of corn. She was corn to be wild, everyone.
I'm a Midwest girl at heart. I'm happy that driving to work I pass cornfields again, which sounds corny. Yay, just one pop and you can't stop.
All right, so everyone has their chip.
You're getting notes of butter mixed in with a nice underlying tone of, you guys can't take me as a one shot. This isn't gonna work.
They
long-running jokes. They don't. You're wrong. You're so wrong. Don't listen to it. It is the night before Christmas, and there's just one question at News 3. What's our Christmas Day forecast? So let's just take a look and see. Right now we have fog. Visibility is quite low. I bet this means that Rudolph will be out tonight all aglow. There is a blonde dog that is going to get some airtime at some point, I promise.
Very good.
As we look at our Doppler track right now, guys, things look pretty smooth for us in southern Wisconsin. Just two little blonde girls attacking the forecast. That's all.
That's the weather girl! That's the weather girl! Yes!
I didn't think it was quite this involved. Are you done?
No.
Art is never done.
Weather Queen out.
No! Well, we have a parting gift for you.
We have a parting gift for you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Bowl and all.
Bow and all.
We were talking about stomp is why you were doing that.
Yes, there was a reason. There was a reason. It just happened for nothing.
There we go.
You have been with us for 4 years. It went by so fast.
It did.
I can't believe it. I hate goodbyes. I don't want to cry.
We don't. No
like
cries.
a marshmallow with arms. So I'm terrible at this.
No, only happy things. Good vibes right now.
But you're staying in the area. Tell everybody what's next for you.
We've been hinting at it a little bit. I am actually moving to the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources to be a part of the Office of Communications.
A perfect fit for you.
Yes, it is.
If you know anything about me, it lines up. So I will still be in Madison. I will still be running around with my sweet potatoes, my dogs, in Cross Plains, of course, and spending a lot more time at state parks, and hopefully still popping back here regularly.
Get some DNR news?
To tell y'all about what's going on outside of the studio. We can't sit inside all the time.
How did we not get Penny on Live at 4?
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Guys, thank you. It's been a delight. It's been a delight to work with both of you, too.
Absolutely.
We're going to miss you so much. We really are.
All right, now get back to work.
Now get back to work.
Forecast. Coming up next.
At iMart Express, you'll save on glasses for classes. For $79, get 2 pairs with kid-safe polycarbonate lenses and a free 1-year frame warranty. Don't let the bell ring before you get a chance to save. A $200 value, all for $79.
Hi, I'm Scott Walker. Please join me in voting for Rebecca Clayfish for governor. Rebecca stood with me as we took on the big government special interest and cut taxes. While Rebecca and I were fighting for reform, Tim Michael's company was teaming up with the union bosses and those lobbying for a gas tax increase. Rebecca and I knew that these increases would hurt Wisconsin families, so we stopped them. There's only one conservative fighter in the race for governor. Her name is Rebecca Clayfish.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find Wisconsin's largest selection of triathlon and time trial bicycles from Giant, Liv, Felt, and Trek. Whether you're signed up for your very first sprint triathlon or you're looking to take home the Ironman Wisconsin title, we've got the bicycle in service for you. Machinery Row Bicycles offers you expertise in accessories, clothing, nutrition, rentals, and fitting services. Machinery Row Bicycles is within sight of the Ironman starting line and right on the bicycle path. So transition into the most beautiful bicycle store in the world, Machinery Row Bicycles.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of summer on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes, I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member. Oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoo!
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs starting under $40. Progressives, 2 pairs start under $80. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, I'll put a pause on the shenanigans for just a few minutes so we can take a closer look at your forecast for the weekend. Overall, we're expecting dry weather for Saturday and Sunday, so a nice few days with sunshine. As we look ahead to next week, though, that humidity really expected to ramp up, as well as our temperatures. It'll be hot outside for Wednesday and for Thursday. Overnight, mostly clear. Our breeze coming in from the northwest, temperatures falling down to the upper 50s for our overnight lows, so a cool start to the day tomorrow. In the afternoon on Saturday, sunny skies with high temperatures in the middle to lower 80s. A seasonable afternoon for the end of July. Sunday, the last day of July, temperatures clear close to 60 early in the day, but notice our breeze coming in from the south. That's going to help things warm up a bit more in the afternoon, also push in a little more moisture, so our dew points climbing up a bit more Sunday afternoon. High temperatures will be in the middle 80s. Heat index readings starting to climb up a bit more on Sunday, but certainly ramping up more looking ahead to next week. As we do look ahead to next week and into the start of August, notice that nice big bullseye over the Midwest. Right in the heart of the country, we're expecting above average temperatures. That darker color means our model's really aligning and agreeing that we're expecting warmer temperatures throughout the Midwest and the plains. In fact, one of those days just a little warmer than the rest. We've added an alert day to the forecast for Wednesday. Temperatures will likely land in the middle to lower 90s. Heat index readings expected to land close to 100, if not into the low triple digits. So Wednesday is a day if you are someone who works outside. I know we've had hot days already this summer. Just make sure you stay hydrated, something with some sort of electrolyte blend. Or keeping an eye on yourself and an eye on anyone else who's spending time outside. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, just a smidge warmer, but still really nice for a summer Saturday. Sunny for Sunday, with the possibility for a few showers and thunderstorms late Sunday night into Monday. We'll have the chance for rain on Monday. Temperatures staying in the middle 80s for Tuesday, but Wednesday, the heat really cranks back on. I will be hiding inside, probably in the basement where it's nice and cool on Wednesday. High temperatures will be in the low 90s. Heat index ratings, again, in the upper 90s or low triple digits even. On Thursday, that rain chance builds in, brings in a little more cloud coverage, so that's going to help our temperatures pull back just a bit. It won't be quite as humid on Thursday, close to 90. We're expecting that warming trend to stick with us all the way into the start of the following week in the upper 80s there.
So that's the forecast you leave us with.
I leave you with the heat. Happy August. Yes, yes, yes. It's toasty.
All right. Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
There's a saying that one of the first symptoms of a heart attack is denial.
Yep, it can happen to anyone, as a former member of our News 3 Now family found out recently. We're talking about former News 3 sports director Jay Wilson. He's on the mend now, but we can all learn a lot from his story. This is how we know and remember Jay Wilson.
Barry Alvarez, ladies and gentlemen. Daggone it. Doing this with you, Jay. You know, we got a really thing going here. This is nice. I like meeting you like this.
In his 40-year career, Jay gave people a front row seat to some of the biggest sports moments in Wisconsin history.
It's almost time. Time for the 97th Rose Bowl game between...
He was known as the Dean of Madison sports until he stepped away from television in 2019. But this is his reality now.
How you feeling?
Good.
All right.
Jay is doing cardiac rehab at UW Health's Research Park.
All right, let's see what your blood pressure is doing.
Like everyone else here, Jay is recovering from a heart attack. It's something he never expected to happen, and that's what he wants to share. So how about this, having you on this side of the camera?
It's weird. I can't remember the last time this happened.
It is so good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
What have you been doing since we last saw you at the station?
Well, I was retired, technically. I still was doing some things with Big Ten Network and some state high school tournament broadcasting, and I've worked here at Pleasant View 15 to 20 hours a week, and we have 3 grandchildren. My wife hands me a list of things to do most days, and so I do that, and I love it.
So you're living your beautiful life.
It's as good as one could imagine.
But just a few weeks ago, Jay got a wake-up call.
The first week in June, I've been doing play-by-play of the state high school track meet in lacrosse for 15 years, and I always get tired. This time I got home from lacrosse, and I was more than tired. I had a tightness in my chest. Through this whole experience, I never had the, oh my gosh, oh, it's the big one experience. It was a heaviness and a tightness.
There was no major pain, but something was off. So Jay asked his wife to take him to urgent care.
The EKG showed, you know, that little blippy thing had some little blip down here that was a flashing light to him. And the day that happened, June 9th, was the 40-year anniversary of my dad dying of a heart attack. And all I could think of is, I don't want June 9th to be the worst day in this family's history.
It wasn't just any heart attack, but a type known as the Widowmaker.
Jay's very lucky. First of all, he did the right thing by eventually seeking medical attention.
Dr. Amish Raval is an interventional cardiologist at UW Hospital.
In Jay's case, he had blockage in that front artery, that LAD, or left anterior descending artery, the so-called Widowmaker artery. Not a term that I like.
Doctors reestablished blood flow to 2 blockages with a couple of stents. The message here, if Jay had waited longer, his outcome could have been different.
It's important, you know, so once a patient has symptoms, especially chest discomfort in their chest, don't dismiss it. Take-home message, if you know, time is muscle. If we can get that artery open within 60 minutes, we're golden. It's the golden hour.
We have a family history. My dad, my 3 brothers, my 3 older brothers all had some sort of heart incident when they were 62 or 63 years old. And I'm 63, so that all came together, it all added up, and it made sense to go in, and thank goodness I did.
Since that day, Jay's been focusing on his health, exercising, eating right, and he's down 16 pounds.
My eating habits were lousy, but now I'm on the Mediterranean diet, and I'm still trying to find out some spices that taste like anything. But
you can smile. It's not that grim, the Mediterranean diet. No. You can do it.
Those fast food stuffs are pretty good through the years.
I did joke. It was a lot of 12-year-old boy food. It was chicken nuggets. It was fish sticks.
Jay and his wife, Jill, have been married 35 years, but no longer take anything for granted.
He's not invincible. Yeah, you know, we've just always thought he was Superman. Never occurred to us that he would have a heart issue, except we knew his genetics.
With 3 kids and 3 grandkids, Jay is thankful to the doctors and nurses who stopped history from repeating itself.
When I came out of the procedure, I don't cry much, but that was as emotional as I've been in a long time, because I knew it was fixed, and I saw my wife, and I knew that we could keep doing this.
To the next 35, Jay. So good to see him.
Yeah.
Really good to see him.
He looks great.
He does look great, and his message, and Dr. Ravel's as well, is acting early and knowing your family history, as we saw in that story, are the 2 key factors that can prevent serious heart damage. On Channel 3000, take a minute to freshen up on the symptoms that we posted to look out for both men and women, because you think, you know,
it can happen at any time to anyone.
To anyone.
Absolutely.
It's really true.
Great story.
Thanks. Coming up next here on Live at 4, we'll find out what movies are showing on big screens in August. And then coming up next hour at 5, police say a Madison man was arrested Wednesday night after he crashed a stolen car into a tree and took off from the scene. Our Brad Hamilton tells us more at 5.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices.
Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your world champion Milwaukee Bucks.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right. As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
Soak in the savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. Don't miss the perfect opportunity to fill your home with the world's most comfortable seating for less. It's time for Stressless, proud to be endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Sex trafficking is happening right here in Madison. Many wonder how or if it can be prevented. It's complex. Often someone does not realize what's happening until they are really stuck and are not allowed out. It often starts with someone who showers you with attention and may seem the answer to all of your dreams, until they're not. Red flags may include wanting to take care of you and impress you with their success and shower you with gifts or money, moving fast toward a romantic relationship, isolating you from friends and family, wanting to take you away on a trip, being vague about how they make their money, and working or taking calls at odd hours. You may notice a lot of young people hanging around, or drug use. Then, they start making you feel like you owe them something in return and don't give you a choice. Learn more at unitedmadison.com/trafficking. Brought to you by United Madison in partnership with Collaboration Project.
When you've been seriously injured, you'll need a team with knowledge and experience to get the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
New at 5, Senate candidates keep backing out. We have the latest for you in the Democratic primary race and what you should expect in November.
Temperatures will be a little warmer, but humidity should stay low through the weekend. Both temperatures and humidity will climb next week, and we have an alert day in the forecast for Wednesday. I'll tell you how hot it'll get next week at 5.
Ahead at 6, students moving out make a mess. We explore the city's plan to limit the massive volume of trash that piles up every August. Tonight at 6.
Well, summer may be winding down, but Hollywood has new films headed to theaters in August.
Rick Damigella reports.
Hi, there's a gun on. Shh, run. It's the quiet car. Gotta use your small inside voice in here, son. There's a gun.
Brad Pitt rides the bullet train. The action comedy features Pitt going up against a group of fellow underworld types chasing a mysterious briefcase on a high-speed train bound from Tokyo. The train leaves the station August 5th.
Who wants to play bodies, bodies, bodies?
So how do you play?
An innocent game turns deadly in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies after a group of young people caught in a hurricane during a house party stumble into a real murder. The thriller hits theaters August 12th.
These 3 minutes of life were taken out of the flow of time.
Helena Bonham Carter narrates 3 Minutes, a Lengthening. The documentary looks at the only film footage of a small Jewish community in 1938 Poland prior to the Holocaust. The film opens in theaters August 19th.
Leave right now. The guy in the gray hoodie is robbing the bank.
Who's in charge here?
John Boyega stars in Breaking, based on the true story of Marine veteran Brian Brown Easley and his actions following a denial of Veterans Affairs support. The drama arrives in theaters August 26th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
A lot of movies coming up.
Coming up, yep.
Looking good. All right, up next we'll go backstage with Michael Bruno.
He's checking out the upcoming production of Merrily We Roll Along by Capital City Theater. Stay with us.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about sizzling savings of 22%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 22% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
I am frustrated with my own party. You know, we've had 50 years to make Roe into law, but we've failed. And you know what, guys, I'm glad that now that Roe is overturned, you are all now sharing your own personal stories. But I wasn't the only one talking about reproductive rights, because for me, this is not an afterthought. If Wisconsin wants to restore its women's rights to choose, they'll send the woman who will get the job done and defeat Ron Johnson.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I approve this message.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedic is designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Queen Tempur Tempur-Pedic start at just $24.49. Plus, get $300 in Steinhuffel's cash. You can rest easy when you take advantage of Steinhuffel's special financing. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Relax. It's Steinhuffel's.
At TSR, we transform your old, beat-up concrete into a beautiful, durable surface in one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings. We specialize in garages, patios, pool decks, basements, and more. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We start by grinding it down, then we apply the base coat and chip and seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. Our coatings are beautiful, durable, ridiculously easy to clean, and are backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. Our in-house team is ready to answer any questions that you have before and after the install. And right now on all projects, we're offering 15% off. Call the number shown below or visit our website for your new floor today. One day floor.
Ooh, Kohler, of course. When were you going to tell me about the new shower?
Oh, you like it?
I love it.
I designed it myself.
Is she bragging about our shower again?
Wow.
It was all Kohler Luxstone. The walls, the storage, the shower head, everything. A Kohler authorized dealer walked us through every detail, and installation couldn't have been easier.
Merrily We Roll Along was a Stephen Sondheim musical which opened in Broadway in 1981.
Unlike other Sondheim musicals, it opened to negative reviews and closed after 16 performances.
However, in the years since, it's been rewritten and has enjoyed several notable productions.
Capital City Theater is presenting it next weekend, and our Michael Bruno goes backstage at Merrily We Roll Along.
Hey, old friend, are you okay? Old friend, what do you say? Old friend, are we or are we unique?
Mary is one of the three friends that the story follows. She is a writer and she is also a theater critic. So she kind of has both sides of the coin, and that also translates into her friendship with Frank and Charlie.
Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made. Some of them were something too.
She's a lot of the time the middleman for the two of them as they start to argue. And you especially see that more in the beginning.
Should, but not for too long. What's too long? If you're wrong, when you're wrong.
The thing is, old friends do leave their brands on you, but old friends shouldn't compete.
Merrily We Roll Along is about three friends and about 20 years over the course of their lives. But the thing that's really interesting about the play is it travels backwards in time. So we meet these three friends as their friendship is really dissolving. All three of them are quite successful, but none of them are very happy. And we sort of trace back to find how they got there from this really very idealistic and sweet beginning where they thought they were all going to be both successful and remain friends for the rest of their lives.
One day, chums having a laugh a minute. One day comes and they're a part of your lives.
Capital City Theater Conservatory is really a bridging the gap between youth skill sets and adult skill set. And what's really important about the conservatory production is that it puts these actors through the rigors of a professional musical theater performance. And they rehearse 6 days a week for 8 hours. They have to come in learning their music and then going over, the next night they need to digest what the director has given them and their blocking and their choreography and their lines. And then the next day they come in and they don't start from where they left off the night before. They're working overnight to be building this show. So this is a great stepping stone for them to be working on a professional, style, rigors and schedule, and exactly what they're expected to do when they get out in the world and work professionally then.
But us old friends wants to discuss old friends. Here's to us, who's like us. Damn few.
That's Sondheim, and that's Michael Bruno. That was a rehearsal.
Sondheim month.
Yeah. That was in the rehearsal space. That wasn't the set.
Yes, it is in the rehearsal space because they don't open until next week. But they're doing a great job, and the music is so wonderful for this. And it's a lot of the songs you don't get to hear from Sondheim because the show was not successful when it first opened on Broadway.
But they've reworked it, and now it's back.
Yeah.
Yes. And the director, Pitt, did a wonderful documentary all about the show and showing the kids that were actually in the original production. It's really, really wonderful, interesting.
Worth seeing. All right, merrily we roll along. It's at the Mitby Theater at Madison College. It's next weekend, August 5th through the 7th. Go to capitalcitytheater.org for tickets. All right, it's about that time. 3, 2, 1, it's...
Presents for you.
Presents.
Sweet treats. All right, guys, I will be there in about 15 minutes, okay? All right. I'll be there.
Okay, we'll miss you.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
Yeah, this is going to be gone before you get there.
No! All right, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
We'll be right back.
If you have advanced non-small cell lung cancer, your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Together, Opdivo plus Yervoy helps your immune system launch a response that fights cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more time to remember. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about the combination of 2 immunotherapies, Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Hi, I'm Scott Walker. Please join me in voting for Rebecca Clayfish for governor. Rebecca stood with me as we took on the big government special interest and cut taxes. While Rebecca and I were fighting for reform, Tim Michael's company was teaming up with the union bosses and those lobbying for a gas tax increase. Rebecca and I knew that these increases would hurt Wisconsin families, so we stopped them. There's only one conservative fighter in the race for governor. Her name is Rebecca Clayfish.
Sarah Godlewski is gone in the race for U.S. Senate. News 3 now tracks the remaining Democratic candidates left in that critical race. Then millions of pounds of waste fill Madison every August. We speak to the city as to the cause and how it can be prevented. That's coming up at 5. Wisconsin is now one of the nation's most important political battlegrounds. The August primaries and November midterms could set a new course for our state and our country.
News 3 now brings you a look at the key races and issues in Campaign 2022 Battleground Wisconsin.
Monday, August 8th at 7 p.m.
Sunny skies right now. I hope that you're all able to get out and enjoy this Friday. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Bye.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Now is the time to switch to Spectrum Internet. America's leading internet provider just got even faster, with speeds now starting at 300 megabits per second. faster speeds to game, faster speeds to stream, faster speeds to work or learn from home. All with 99.9% network reliability. Get Spectrum Internet for just $49.99 a month. Plus, a free modem and free online security software. Call 877-906-9192. Add advanced Wi-Fi to get enhanced security for your home network, automatically blocking outside threats to your devices. If it's connected, it's protected. So no matter what you do online, you can do it faster, safer, and more reliably with Spectrum. Now is the time to switch. Get Spectrum Internet with faster speeds for the same great price. Just $49.99 a month with starting speeds of 300 megabits per second. Visit Spectrum.com to find out more or call 877-906-9192.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses are proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Well, Louie and Oliver have been enjoying a break from the heat this week.
Yeah, but that didn't slow them down. They have the best animal stories of the week in this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, a very heavy sleeper.
A puggle makes history.
An environmental success story.
But first, these endangered 2-month-old jaguar cubs are quickly becoming the main attraction for Nicaragua's National Zoo. They were born at less than 2 pounds and have grown with the help of their mother and zookeepers. Jaguars are considered the largest carnivorous felines in the Americas. They are highly endangered, with an estimated 400 left in the wild. The male and female cubs are still unnamed, so the zoo plans to ask for the public's help.
Speaking of endangered, these monochrome monkeys with their distinctive patterns are critically endangered, but now they're bouncing back from the brink of extinction. The Delacour's langur is endemic to Vietnam and confined to 2 small areas of the country's northern regions. Poaching and habitat loss had almost wiped out the species, but now numbers have risen to around 250. They're easy to spot with their black fur with a white mark over the rump and outer thighs. They're also big. The male can weigh up to 22 pounds, the female about 17. These langurs now live on protected land, and strict measures for conservation have helped the animal population increase.
Zookeepers at the Brookfield Zoo are ecstatic. For the first time ever, a short-beaked echidna, or puggle, has hatched at the zoo. Puggles are very unique, one of only 2 mammal species that lay eggs. The duck-billed platypus is the other. The female puggle incubates a single soft, leathery egg in her pouch for only 10 days. The young, blind, hairless puggle, which measures about the size of a jelly bean, stays inside its mother's pouch for 2 months. There are only 29 short-beaked echidnas in 10 accredited zoos in America, so this hatchling is a big deal.
Do we need to wake this guy up?
Finally, oh dear, he must be one deep sleeper. Witnesses took video of this Colorado napper as 2 moose saunter through his patch of grass near the Riverwalk Center in Breckenridge.
There's some moose behind you, dude!
While onlookers try to warn him, the man never wakes up, and the moose go on their merry way.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds Now Update.
We'll leave you with a puggle. How's that? Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.